Hi, I'm Jeff Pollock, and I'm excited to be here to announce general availability of Oracle Cloud Infrastructure Golden Gate, the newest Gen 2 cloud service on Oracle Cloud. Nobody else has anything quite like this. And we've brought the world's most powerful real-time data integration technology to the cloud, and we've made it the most affordable and easiest to use technology around. One of the problems that we hear about a lot with customers working with enterprise data in the cloud is a lack of availability often of the data that's actually moving into the cloud. This can come up from planned or unplanned downtime, dealing with offline migrations, or even occasionally regional disasters that affect availability domains or regional data centers. Another challenge is with fragmented data. Too many copies of data floating around on-premises environments, cloud environments, dealing with multi-cloud data flows now across on-premise systems, cloud at customer systems, public cloud systems. And then of course, there's the age-old challenge of dealing with operational and analytic data and the disconnect between the meaning of how data is structured on the operational side versus how it's structured on the analytics side. Another major challenge is dealing with stale data. Stale data could be data that's aged out or that gets out of sync, working with complex ETL jobs that are processing data in batches or micro batches. All of these problems kind of add together to create a challenge for business leaders when they're looking at analytics that are being generated on the cloud and wondering whether or not they can actually trust the data that they see in the reports. So these kinds of data requirements for mission critical cloud and multi-cloud environments have been something that we've been dealing with for a long time, achieving high levels of business continuity, including data availability and no downtime migrations, working with solutions that provide continuous integration for ground to cloud and multi-cloud solutions, event-based data integration so that you're getting a continuous flow of real-time information from the operational environments to the analytic environments. And that leads us to the ability to deliver timely insights, not just for real-time data lakes and real-time data warehouses, but also for providing analytics on the data itself while it's flowing, while it's in motion, and while it's moving between those operational and analytic environments. The technology that we've had in place for these capabilities, these requirements, has been Oracle Golden Gate. This is the most trusted solution for data integration in the industry. We work with thousands of customers across 180 countries. We're in over 80% of the global Fortune 100. And this is an award-winning technology that's been #1 for real-time data as well as data fabric strategy for a number of years. And so we have this really unique powerful technology with Oracle Golden Gate. It's totally unique to Oracle. And what we've done now is we've made this the most affordable and easiest to use technology in the industry by bringing it in as a fully managed service into Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. Oracle Golden Gate is the first data integration software that aligns the operational use cases with the analytic use cases. We've been using this technology for a number of years to support high availability, disaster recovery, change data capture scenarios, as well as supporting real-time data warehousing, real-time data lake, cloud ingestion, et cetera. And so that alignment of operational and analytic use cases is an extremely powerful capability. Golden Gate has been trusted by companies for a long, long time with their most important data assets, and it's been the industry innovator for data integration, data fabric, and data mesh capabilities. The Golden Gate platform is really the #1 in the industry around real-time data fabric solutions. And for those out there that have heard about Golden Gate already, you probably think about Golden Gate in the data replication category. Golden Gate is extremely well known for its availability use cases, providing high availability on operational data resources, transaction replication for operational systems, as well as change data capture for both Oracle and non-Oracle technologies. But most recently, the platform has been expanding and experiencing extraordinary growth in the categories around data pipelines and streaming analytics. So for the data pipeline capabilities, it's really about providing that cloud ingestion capability, doing real-time transaction streaming into the cloud as well as out of the cloud, handling the bidirectional use cases for stream integration, and supporting these continuous transformation and loading flows where we're actually able to transform the data while it's in motion and flowing between the clouds. For stream analytics, Golden Gate has been used increasingly for time series analysis, machine learning, geospatial. We can plug in all types of productionized AI models to these real-time streams. It's being used for observability on real-time operational transactions as well as for alerting. It supports a no-code or low-code environment, extremely easy to use for self-service analysis. And then, of course, Golden Gate being trusted as an enterprise-grade solution for so many large companies, you can rely on the fact that we've got an extremely powerful governance capability that underlies the entire platform. And that includes enterprise-grade security, data verification, so that you can be assured that the data that's moving between decentralized and distributed environments is 100% correct. And then we've got all of the metadata infrastructure supporting lineage and data assets and policies. So it really is that comprehensive platform for a real-time data fabric. The Golden Gate technology has historically been used as a whole enterprise solution. And so it's not just being used for one or two databases or one or two vendors or a single cloud. The customers that generally run Golden Gate run it in an enterprise context, often for multi-cloud solutions, supporting on-premises to non-Oracle clouds or Oracle clouds, running it in the Oracle cloud to connect back down to the ground, or even cloud at customer environments. The Golden Gate platform supports a whole variety of Oracle as well as non-Oracle databases, integration with applications, and then we can deliver data to a whole variety of different cloud technologies, big data technologies, NoSQL technologies, streaming technologies. And this is what makes it an enterprise-grade solution. Is for customers investing in the technology, they need to know that it's really going to work with their entire data estate. Golden Gate has been a leader in this data fabric category for a number of years. The Forrester Enterprise Data Fabric wave is one area where Oracle is rated very strong. Forrester calls out the fact that Oracle's data fabric is particularly strong in real-time analytics, providing customer intelligence, IoT analytics, supporting a variety of insights on real-time and streaming data, rated very high overall for data fabric strategy. So our vision behind this data fabric, or the Golden Gate platform, is to help our customers move beyond the legacy batch processing model of moving SQL-based data copies around the enterprise, or having to depend on non-transactional or inconsistent messaging products for application events. Instead, moving towards a ledger-based data integration model where we can maintain full transaction consistency without having to make unnecessary copies of databases around the enterprise or up in the cloud, and then shifting towards that event-based transaction model where you can build a continuous flow of information across all the different infrastructure without having to depend on batch and micro-batch processing. We're also extremely focused on the modern data architecture that's going to be more and more decentralized as the popularity of edge systems and cloud systems begins to overtake the industry. And that's why what we consider a streaming data mesh is so critical. So instead of depending on these legacy monolithic hub and spoke type architectures where you have to bring data into a single location and then send it back out, with a decentralized microservices driven approach from Golden Gate, you can actually create that continuous flow of information across all the different edges of your networks without having to consolidate into single hub environments that are isolated in only one cloud or another cloud. But the ultimate kind of big picture goal for this product category at Oracle is to focus on helping our customers enable great data products. And so that means making the tooling the easiest to use self-service experience for our customers to create compelling data products, like out of curated change data, providing flexible data pipelines and secure data services that can propagate and share data across networks, as well as supporting higher-end analytics use cases like time series analytics or creating event-driven dashboards where you see that real-time fresh data all the time. So today, we're announcing the Oracle Cloud Infrastructure Golden Gate Service. And so we've taken all of these powerful capabilities I was just talking about, and we've brought them into a cloud native environment. We're already the industry leader for real-time data events. Now you can run the same technical solution as a cloud native service with these highly differentiated use cases directly in the Oracle Cloud. And so we're enabling this fully managed service with a variety of really unique and compelling capabilities like auto scale for true elastic cloud experience so that you can reduce that operational cost and you only have to pay for what you use. There's no fixed sizes or t-shirts, t-shirt sizing you have to order when you spin up this service. We support a variety of really powerful differentiated use cases like region to region cloud replication, as well as cloud to cloud replication for Oracle to non-Oracle clouds. And the databases that you connect to can actually reside anywhere, whether that's a cloud at customer, on-premise, or third-party clouds. So extremely powerful technology capability now available as that fully managed service. So some of the more common use cases that we see customers taking advantage of with this new OCI Golden Gate service include supporting the on-premises to cloud solution, where you're taking on-premise databases, maybe consolidating them into cloud resources, or maybe migrating them into cloud resources using the bidirectional capability for real-time streaming. You can support these multi-region use cases where you do logical replication across great distances, thousands of kilometers across cloud regions, providing that sharded database capability where different databases in different regions are the owners of different sets of data. We also integrate directly with a variety of Oracle Cloud SaaS applications. So now SaaS customers can stream transactions directly from their applications into these cloud data stores, such as the Autonomous Data Warehouse. This is opening up a whole new set of capabilities to move beyond the legacy batch processing models of the past and being able to support a real-time continuous flow of transactions. Likewise, these multi-cloud use cases are extremely powerful, being able to support customers that might run applications in non-Oracle clouds or in Oracle clouds as well as on-premise, and being able to continuously synchronize the transactions that are flowing between them without having to worry about centralizing the data replication resources through a common hub. This decentralized approach to data replication that OCI Golden Gate brings opens up a world of new possibilities around these multi-cloud use cases. So one customer who's been an early adopter of this OCI Golden Gate is actually Western Digital. They've been a longtime Golden Gate user over the course of many, many years. But in their transition to becoming a cloud-first business, Golden Gate has been particularly important as it's helped them ensure that they've got trusted transactions flowing from their SaaS applications and their on-premises databases out to the analytic environments that are actually doing the reporting. And so having that cloud-first option to get trusted real-time transactions into their analytics environments has been a big win for the team at Western Digital. So Oracle Golden Gate Cloud is the first solution to provide pay-per-use billing and auto scale for change data capture and replication services. So what we mean by that is it's really introduced to the industry a whole new model of consuming real-time data integration where you have this elastic infrastructure. As the workloads change throughout the day, you only pay for exactly what you're using. And so this also has a greatly reduced administrative overhead because it is a fully managed cloud service. The Oracle team running the OCI Golden Gate infrastructure within the Oracle data centers are taking on a lot of the administrative tasks that would have ordinarily had to go into managing Golden Gate yourself, as well as really the automation that's now been baked into the service eliminates entirely a lot of that administrative overhead, both on the Oracle side as well as on our customer side. And so the net effect of this is that it's resulted in a significantly more affordable solution compared to any other cloud solution out there, as well as any other on-premise environment that's out there for replication. And so let's talk for a minute about auto scaling and true pay-per-use. Again, OCI Golden Gate is the first cloud service to offer this. It's really the same experience as the autonomous database. The way that this works is our customers go into the service, they choose a base size for the capability, they'll turn auto scale on, and then you automatically get this 3x scaling factor. And so as the service workloads fluctuate through the day, the database is maybe busier at certain times of day, or there's batch operations coming in at the night, All of that scaling happens online. The billing is per second, and customers don't have to pay for any excess capacity that's being unutilized. Now, if you compare that to what's available from competitors out there, well, first of all, Google and Azure don't actually offer any managed cloud service capabilities for this data replication or real-time data integration use case. And the service at Amazon is actually targeted more for database migration capabilities. And the way that you use the one at Amazon, you actually have to go in ahead of time and choose a fixed size shape that is actually above your max workload capacity. So you wind up paying for all that unutilized compute while the service isn't actually requiring the workloads. So the other big factor here that is really important to understand with OCI Golden Gate is that this is a fully managed platform service. So when customers run Golden Gate on-premise, they're really responsible for the infrastructure management, the platform services, as well as the solution management. But when we offer this in the cloud, there's this kind of two tiers that we can support. The first is we do provide Golden Gate on the Oracle Cloud Marketplace. And with that, we do have some Terraform-based automation for making it easier to spin up the Golden Gate technology on the Oracle Cloud infrastructure resources. But that's really just taking care of the infrastructure management. What we're announcing today goes far beyond that. With OCI Golden Gate, it's a fully managed platform service. And that means that we're tying in with all of the Oracle Cloud automations that are available. We've enabled the auto scaling that I just spoke about a moment ago. We're actually taking care of all the monitoring, telemetry, the metering and the billing for you. The whole service is a completely open framework. So we have a full set of APIs for the control plane as well as the data plane. We're going to take care of disaster recovery, backup, restore capabilities. We're also taking care of upgrades and patching. We're handling all of the security infrastructure around secure private connections and handling all credentials in the most secure way possible. We've done wallet integrations with autonomous database, so you don't have to worry about that as an end customer. And then, of course, we're also taking care of all of the lower level OS administration that goes with that. So all of these different activities are activities that would ordinarily have to be done by the customer, or in the case of clouds that provide a DIY or a do-it-yourself type approach, the customer still has to take care of all of these, even when it's running in a public cloud infrastructure. And that's really what leads into this service now being the most affordable solution in the industry. OCI Golden Gate is priced at just 67 cents per vCPU hour. And so what that works out to is a little bit more than 7 times less expensive than the Azure capabilities, which are really more of that, what I call the do-it-yourself model, where you have to bring in non-Microsoft software to take care of the replication and change data capture use cases. You're typically loading this up through their marketplace, and then you have all of the administrative overhead that goes with managing the software as a customer managed software capability. It just happens to be running on Azure infrastructure. OCI Golden Gate is roughly half the cost of the Amazon database migration service. And so the database migration service at Amazon, first of all, isn't even really focused on these general purpose real-time data integration use cases. It's more focused on just doing database replications. But when you work with the Amazon solution, you do have this challenge of working with fixed size shapes that have to be ordered ahead of time. And then you also have the challenge of dealing with very expensive egress charges if you happen to be building a replication solution that's moving data out of the Amazon cloud as well. So all of these factors combined really do make the new OCI Golden Gate service the most affordable solution around. OCI Golden Gate is also the easiest to use. You can very easily start small and then scale up. It's a completely no-code, microservices-based user experience with a fully browser-based or API-driven approach. And we support a huge variety of patterns where you can easily use this OCI Golden Gate service to support on-premise integrations to older Golden Gate implementations that you might already have in your infrastructure. You can actually tie in directly with Golden Gate Stream Analytics. all the non-Oracle capabilities, et cetera. So extremely powerful set of topologies or use cases that we support with this technology right out of the box. So with the starting small capability, you can really get started on a very small shape. In fact, you can even try this service for free as part of the Oracle Cloud Infrastructure free promotion. When you spin up this service, you can begin using it with the workloads that you have today, and then you can be confident that as your workloads grow over time, the service will scale with you. Golden Gate is already a trusted, known industry solution that scales up to petabytes of real-time data per day being used in production by a significant portion of the global Fortune 100 already. So you can have the confidence that even when you start small with an inexpensive solution just to get started, that you can grow that solution over time to handle even the largest workloads that you might need from the service. So this is a completely new user experience for Golden Gate customers. It's entirely driven from the Oracle Cloud Infrastructure console. It's entirely driven from a web browser. You can very easily go out, spin the service up, provision it, make it available in the cloud. Once you're using the service, you're effectively just managing deployments that are attached to the Oracle Cloud Console. And it's all through this nice, beautiful browser-based experience. The other thing for developers that are more interested on the scripting side of things, everything that you can do through the user interface is also available through REST APIs and completely scriptable through curl scripts, as well as a command line function that translates to the REST environment. So extremely powerful user experience that can span from low code, no code, self-service type use cases, all the way to more intensive developer-based use cases that are interested in the programming model. So the use cases, as I mentioned, that this service supports right out of the box are extremely powerful. So we cover these 10 major patterns, everything from real-time replication of databases within single regions to being able to support the real-time replication of data from on-premises environments into Oracle Cloud, change data capture from autonomous databases, cross-region replication spanning thousands of kilometers, supporting integrations with existing Golden Gate deployments, tying in with Golden Gate for non-Oracle, tying in with Golden Gate Stream Analytics, supporting all of these SaaS application use cases where you can now stream transactions directly from your SaaS environment. It's an incredibly powerful technology right out of the box with OCI Golden Gate that you can begin to support any of these patterns immediately using the service. So definitely encourage folks to take a look at what kinds of use cases are out there and see how this can really transform the way that you're thinking about your own data integration solutions in the cloud. So as I mentioned, the competition doesn't really have anything quite like this. What Oracle Golden Gate is really focused on is tying together these operational and analytic use cases. And so being able to span the technical spectrum all the way from multi-active data replication to bidirectional migration, supporting change data capture, data replication, streaming integration, and streaming analytics, all together in a cohesive platform is something that's uniquely Oracle at this time. And what we've done with the OCI Golden Gate managed service as this rolls out is we've now provided this elastic capability in the Oracle Cloud with a set of features and capabilities that really just aren't provided for by other cloud vendors. And so it's not just on the operational side where you've got these kind of do-it-yourself solutions that have to be spun up from marketplace using third-party technologies, but it's also about being able to cohesively tie together with the streaming integration, the streaming analytics infrastructure, and tying in with these multi-cloud use cases so that, as you're connecting the continuous flow of integrations, that it's happening not just within the Oracle Cloud, but it's also happening attached to other clouds or even on-premises or cloud at customer environments as well. And so that's why we really believe we've got at this point the simplest as well as the most complete solution in the industry for real-time data integration. So this is really the unique value that's only available from Oracle today. We're providing that elastic change data capture and replication capability in a fully managed service. It supports these cross-region synchronized data use cases across multi-clouds. We feel this service is really the best solution in the industry for those multi-cloud use cases. And it happens to come from this DNA or this heritage of supporting the most mission-critical database deployments in the world. And so when we run this technology, you can trust that it's going to be deeply integrated with the Exadata environments, that it's supporting your on-premises as well as your cloud deployments. And we've got all of these deep technology tie-ins with the Oracle tech stack as well. So this is really that unique value that's only available from Oracle in this new OCI data integration capability for Golden Gate. So I'll finish up here where we started the presentation. We've got Oracle Golden Gate, which is providing one of the most powerful technologies in the world that's unique to Oracle. And what we've done is we've now made this the most affordable and easiest to use solution around with Oracle Cloud Infrastructure Golden Gate. We're so happy to have this generally available across 29 global data centers in Oracle Cloud today. And I hope this was an interesting presentation for you to watch. If you ask, kind of what's next, where can I go from here? We've got a lot of really great resources available. You can go take an interactive service tour that's available to you now. You can try Golden Gate yourself. We have a free cloud promotion going on. In fact, if you really want to go deep, there's actually a hands-on live lab that you can register for that's a free guided lab for you to try out Golden Gate and go through the lab yourself. We've got a very interesting technology paper that talks a lot about how the Golden Gate data mesh vision is driving our approach in the industry around data fabric and OCI Golden Gate. And then, of course, we've got a link out to the Forrester Enterprise Data Fabric Wave report, where Oracle was ranked a key leader in this technology space with the Golden Gate technology for real-time information. So really thank you for your time today. I hope this was interesting. I hope you learned a few new things about OCI Golden Gate, and we'll catch you next time. Thank you.